Bro, that timing, bro, I swear. Holy... Okay, let's see the new heroes. Oh, who's that? Eleanor of Aquitaine. Eleanor d'Aquitaine. What the fuck? She's red-headed, that's true. What the hell? Yo, what's happening? Why is the camera spinning and not the hero? Cavalry archer hero. That is to say we don't care about cavalry anyway. Support and rage recovery. So maybe she's a Napoleon support. Let's see. So what does she have? So she buffs the commander. That's already something very good. You remember sometimes we have supports that buff themselves. We don't love that. Increase troop rage by 1 per second. That's good. Pincer formation. Upon entering battle, increases the damage of your troops' first 2 commander skills by 10%. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, I respect it, Eleanor. After your troop activates a commander skill, reduces damage taken by 5%. Okay. Form the ranks. For basic. Okay. Not a bad talent tree, to be fair. Not a bad talent tree at all. Commander skill reduces your troops' damage taken by 20% for 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, deals strategy damage. Wow, okay, that's very weird commander skill. And recovers your troops. That's a very weird commander skill, not very good. Obviously she's not meant to be a commander anyway. Let's upgrade that quickly. So we can see the max level. After entering battle, increases the damage of your troops' commander skill by 15%. Is it 1 star? Oh, it's 3 stars already, okay. After entering battle, increases the damage of your troops' first commander skill by 15% and second commander skill by 30%. Okay, so that's passive. For the first 12 seconds after entering battle. Okay. So that's the second part of the passive. Your troop recovers 8 rage per second. Afterwards, reduces to 4 rage per second. What was Saladin's in comparison? Wow, okay. Oh, but Saladin is more interesting actually because they're scaling. I don't think she has scaling, right? Yeah, she doesn't. Okay. When your units fall below 80%. Okay, 80% what? 80% potatoes. Reduces the damage taken by 12%. Strategy bonus. Okay. And increases the commander strategy by 50. I'm sorry. Yo, to anyone who wanted to play this character with fucking Sid, bro, the devs just told you to fuck off right away. Yo, good job, Bran. Yo, good luck playing fucking Sid with 50 strategy, man. I love that. Afterwards, recover your units by 100% strategy bonus and reduces the damage taken for your troop. Once every 20 seconds. Once every 20 seconds. Yo, why are the devs so stingy on making martial archer and martial cavalry heroes good, man? Triggers up once every 20 seconds, brother. Like Mensa Musa can do that every 2 seconds, man. Like Zhuge Liang can do that every 2 seconds. Why would she? I don't know. Well, anyway. That's still decent, I guess. That's better than what we have, right? But, I mean... Okay, Radiant Finch. Whatever that means. What does Finch mean? Do we have any blimies in the chat? After your commander activates their first commander skill, reduces your troops' damage taken by 8% for 12 seconds. That's actually pretty good. With a strategy bonus too. When your troop rage exceeds 80%, your troop has a 100% chance to gain the silence immunity and increase your commander strategy damage dealt by 12%. What the fuck? Okay, that's pretty good actually. What the... That's actually pretty good. That's actually a very good fuck me. A very good customizable skill. Okay. So now the question's gonna be with what skill do you play her? I think she's gonna be played with Zhuge Liang still. I don't think not Suleiman. I don't think Saladin would do great here because you'd be too squishy. But that's gonna be interesting to test. There's not gonna be a lot to test. It's gonna be between Zhuge Liang, Saladin, and maybe Robin Hood or whatever. Oh no, sorry, Robin Hood is Cav. My bad. But Radiant Finch is amazing. Okay, that's interesting. What about our stars? So first star. 12, first second of battle, recover 2 additional rage. Okay, so very good first star. Third star, after entering battle, increases the damage of the first commander skill activated by 15%. Bro, why do we not have any... That's something I don't understand, right? We don't have... we are not allowed to dream as martial archer enjoyers. Why is there no scaling here? Why is it flat 15%? Like, it would be so good to just... It would make her way more relevant to have like a scaling here, like strategy bonus and strategy bonus here. Why do we not have that? I don't get it, man. Okay, let's look at a 5th star. When your units fall below 80%, additionally increase the commander strategy by 50s. That would make it 100, okay. When your units fall below 50%, immediately recovers 100 rage. And removes your silence and slowdown, okay. Triggers up to once every 60 seconds. Okay, that's actually a very good 5th star. Yes, okay, so MGE hero, Mr. Confucius. He is Archer Swordsman, so another Ramses / Suleiman / Sun Tzu hero. Oh, they have physics on his beard. Okay, look at this. I wish I could do that though. Very good beard management, Confucius. For the next 6 seconds, recovers your units once per second. Okay, yeah, that's garbage. Commander skill, we're not gonna look at that. Okay, Disciplined. Applies Disciplined effect to your troops for 6 seconds. While Disciplined is active, each time your troop takes skill damage, continuous damage effects excluded, recovers units 40% strategy bonus up to 2 times per second. Wow, okay. That is pretty strong. 30% activation chance as well. Is it base 30% or is it due to these? No, okay. The first star is... Without the first star is 25%, okay. Okay, so that's pretty good. Still it's active, so, you know, it's gonna be luck-based. Every 16 times this hero triggers the unit recovery effect. The hero with the highest strategy in the troop immediately activates their signature active skill. More. Triggers every 6 seconds, effective when serving as second in command. Okay. After entering battle, increases the skill trigger chance by... Increases... What the fuck? The skill trigger chance by 65%. For 3 seconds, so it's basically 95% for 3 seconds. So... Okay. So you have to be like giga unlucky to not activate this, is what they're telling me. Each time your troop activates a signature active skill, increases the skill trigger chance by 1.5% and reduces your troops damage by 1%. Troop damage taken by 1%. Stacks up to 8 times with strategy bonus. Okay, that's pretty good. To be fair, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's see the stars. Discipline trigger chance up to 5%. Recovery rate up to 10%. So that's from 30 to 40%. That's not bad. Increases discipline trigger chance by 15% after entering battle. Okay, that's both stars are amazing. After triggering 9 unit recoveries, the hero with the highest tactician, with the highest strategy, I'm assuming, in your troop immediately activate a signature skill with 8% increased damage. What's his scaling, by the way? Okay, good strategy scaling. Otherwise, it's not that great. What does he have? Spring Breeze. What the fuck? Recovers your... Okay, so it's an active skill also. Recovers your troops unit and reduces might damage taken by 12%. Wow, that's actually very strong. This skill has a 50%... Wait, that's actually very good because you know there's a ceiling to damage reduction, right? I think they said like 80% or whatever. But this is not the same. This is not damage reduction. This is might damage reduction. So because it's another type of damage reduction, it's not included in the 80% cap. So that's very good. Is he MGE? Yeah, he's MGE. This skill has a 50% chance to recover your troops unit, an additional 2 times per activation. Okay, and just like that, an additional 2 chance, okay. Alright. 50% chance to recover your troops unit an additional 2 times. Okay, alright. Wow, okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. With Peaceful Haven, I'm assuming. But if you play Zhuge Liang, maybe you don't need Peaceful Haven on one of the two. I think I would remove Peaceful Haven on one of the 2 heroes. Either Zhuge Liang or Confucius. Because they don't stack. They just reset one another. So Confucius, okay, he buffs the others, that's good. Okay, troop strategy damage by 4.5%. When your commander deals skill damage, there is a 25% chance to increase that damage. Increases your commander's skill damage by 6%, so that's very good. Actually, no, that's not good with Ramses, that doesn't work like that. Okay, so pretty basic talent tree for Confucius, nothing exciting. Alright, let's look at Mr. Saint-Louis. Ce stream sera désormais exclusivement en français pour Saint-Louis. Look at him, man. He's got his hand in the back. You can see he's looking down on you. This guy is that guy at school that looks down on you, bro. Look at him. Okay, nice little jiggle physics there. So what do we have? Saint-Louis. Is attack and active. Oh, he's also archer, okay. So maybe a Suleiman replacement. 1.17 strategy scaling, okay. Deal strategy damage to up to 3 enemies in a fan-shaped area ahead. 330%. Holy fuck. Has a 30% chance to inflict incapacitation on enemy troops. So bro's a better Suleiman or what? On enemy troops for 3 seconds, okay. Suleiman is he only targets 1 enemy, right? Where is my boy Suleiman? Holy fuck, he's a better Suleiman. More damage than Suleiman, better rage, because Saint-Louis is 250, and incapacitation goes on 3 enemies with Saint-Louis, okay. While increasing the strategy damage taken by 5% for 9 seconds, okay. Alright, that's okay, decent, I guess. I mean, incapacitation is always busted. Deals strategy damage to the enemy troop. 240%. If enemy units fall below 85%, increases the skill damage by 20%. Okay, 20%, so that would... Okay, that's pretty good. That would make it like 200 and... fuck me, and 84%, I guess, damage. Saint Louis damage increases by 15%. Okay, just like that. Sorry, sir. Just like that, a free 15% damage increase. With strategy bonus too. Wait. There's no end limit. So you activate your signature skill once and you get that 15% damage bonus. Or is it due to a star? Maybe. No, it's not due to a star. Okay, so it's passive. Okay, or just like that. When Saint Louis serves as the commander, your troop's next hero to act deals 10% additional damage. Yo, that's pretty good. I can already see something like Saint Louis Belisarius and Elizabeth. Because Elizabeth, if you remember what I've always said ever since Elizabeth came out, is that Elizabeth, she's missing a second DPS. Because Elizabeth, she has assimilation, right? So she converts damage into healing. So you need a lot of DPS for her to really shine. So here you could play Saint Louis Belisarius, or you could play, well, I guess you could play Saint Louis Suleiman, but with maybe Confucius or something like that. I don't know. There's lots to try then. There's lots to try here. That's actually kind of interesting. Very interesting hero here. I kind of like that. Because this opens the way for 2 DPS, or like 1 DPS, 1 sub DPS, and 1 support hero. So you definitely want to play Saint Louis with a second DPS, with a sub DPS. So right now I could see something like Saint Louis, Suleiman, and Zhuge Liang, or maybe Confucius. There's lots to try there. Or you could play something like Saint Louis, Belisarius, and Elizabeth. I actually think Saint Louis, Belisarius, Elizabeth might be very good in rallies. Because of Elizabeth healing, then you have Saint Louis' damage, plus Belisarius' damage. I think here you have a very good rally setup. And you can finally bench Ashoka. Okay, that's not too good actually, this is kind of trash. Okay, wow, this is... okay, not that good. Okay, pretty mediocre talent tree for Saint Louis. Let's have a look at his stars. Is Roland replacing Mansa Musa? I'm not so sure. I will have to try, but I would be more inclined to replace Vlad over Mansa Musa, but maybe that's just me. Sovereign's Decree damage rate increases by 20%. Wow, so... wow, this... okay, so this does not exist without his rank 3, is what you're telling me? Wow, okay, so rank 3 is like... mandatory. Increases Sovereign's Decree trigger chance by 5%. That would be 35%, that's not too bad. Reduces damage taken by your troop by 15% when health falls below 70%. Okay, not too bad either, but no scaling. Okay. Sacred Flame Judgment. What the fuck is that PNG baton here? What the fuck is this? When your needs drop below 50%. Okay. Wow, that's... okay. I guess that's pretty basic. Still a 400% damage buff if you're below 50%. But again, we are into, like, you guys remember what I said a couple of times, is that active skills are so much worse than secondary strike skills. Like, look at this, man. This is not even comparable. 370% might bonus. No need to be below 50% HP or whatever, and you increase your hero's damage by 30% with a scaling bonus. And this skill is season 1 skill, by the way. Meanwhile, you have this goober, season 7 hero, by the way. 220% strategy damage, increased by to 400% if you're below 50% HP. What are we talking about here? And I guess you play with Strategy's Master Gift. 15% activation chance for your signature skill is pretty good. You'd be at 45%. Plus 5% is 50. It's two separate attacks? That's even worse then. Yeah, shut the fuck up, King Arthur, okay? Let's have a look at Pyrrhus. So I think he's another commander. So right now we have Saint Louis replacing commanders for, I mean, potentially replacing commanders for Tactician Pike and Tactician Archer. And we have a new commander as well, Pyrrhus, for Tactician Swordsman. So Pyrrhus, 1.12 strategy scaling, okay, not too bad. Let's have a look at his talent tree. Okay, so he buffs himself. Strategy damage, very basic. Okay, not too bad. Okay, yeah, very basic talent tree, I guess. Okay, let's have a look. Holy fuck. Deal strategy damage to the enemy troop, 550% strategy bonus. And increases your next signature skill activation chance by 35% and damage by 20%. Okay. until the signature skill is activated. So it's... okay, it only targets one enemy. Alright. It's not bad, but it's not that impressive either, I guess. 25% activation chance is kind of low as well. So you are kind of relying on that commander skill, unless there's some sort of double activation thingy. Deal strategy damage each time this skill is activated. Yeah, okay, yeah. There is a 25% chance to activate it. One additional time. Okay, bro. Wait, what the fuck? Up to 3 activations per turn. Sharing the limit with other additional activation effects. Hold up a minute. Hold up. Does that mean that when you activate your skill, there is a 27% chance to activate that skill again, and that same new activation has a chance to also activate another skill? So you have to get giga lucky. So yeah, it's like a lot of chain reaction, basically, kind of. But I'm guessing... yeah, I'm guessing this will buff probably the thing. Increases the activation chance by 2%. Each time you activate a signature skill, increases signature active skill chance by 2%. Strategy bonus stacking up to 6 times. Wow, that is crazy scaling, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, Axel. 12% activation chance with strategy bonus, so that's easily like 30%, plus 2%. And during rallies, you have plus 10% damage. Holy fucking shit, bro. And this is actually very good with rallies, because this is basically made for rallies, that thingy. Okay. And obviously you have Strategy's Master Gift as well. That's an additional 15%. Wow. Holy fuck, man. I think this guy, like, unironically, I think with Charlemagne, it's not bad at all. As well. There might be something with Charlemagne there. Like maybe, I don't know, something like Pyrrhus, Charlemagne, and Confucius, I guess, perhaps, but maybe. Yeah, like this is made for rallies too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of into the rally thing right now. Lagertha, I guess Lagertha could fit here. Let's have a look at his 5th star, shall we? Okay, let's have a look. Increases Thundering Trample's reactivation chance by an additional 8%. Wow, and increases the max activation limit by 1. Okay, what the fuck? It's crazy because we have all of these good swords, and then you have archers. And then you have archers, bro. Like, good luck playing archer. I guess Eleanor could kind of bring something to Napoleon, but she's so underwhelming compared to the new other heroes. I don't know. Okay, so Mr. Roland, what the fuck is that might scaling? What they did him? What the fuck? 1.01? Hello? What is this? Are we in season 2 right now? Even Richard has better scaling, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, so he buffs others, alright. So he looks like a support, maybe. Troop might damage by 4.5. Increases passive skill damage of other heroes by 3%, okay. When 2 or more troops attack your troops at the same time, reduces damage taken by 5%, that's not too bad. Okay. I think he will be much better, Confucius, than Scipio, I think. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so he's another support. Deal might damage to up to 3 enemies, blah blah blah. He's not made to be commander. Oh look, his signature skill is named Only Fan. Okay. So Only Fan, okay. When your troop takes normal attack or skill damage, wait. That's new. When your troops takes normal attack or skill damage, so that's new. There is a 35% chance to reduce the enemy's damage dealt to your troop by 20% and increase your commander's might damage by 25%. Triggers up to 1 time per second. Wow, okay, not too bad. No scaling though. So this means, okay, so this is additional resistance against skill-based heroes, right? Such as, so this is gonna be mandatory if you wanna survive against a swordsman now, I feel like. So this is pretty interesting that they added this skill damage into the, as a factor. So it's a new counter-attack type, kind of. Every free time other heroes in your troop deal skill damage, recovers your units, and reduces your troops' damage taken by 25% for 6 seconds. So I kind of see why you want to play Vlad with him, because you want to deal damage. But it's up to 1 per second anyway. Mensa also deals damage. Recovers your units and reduces your troop damage taken by 25%, up to 1 time every 3 seconds. Oh, but 1 time every 3 seconds, so you don't care if Mensa is there. That's actually very good. Okay, so you can play Mensa with him, that doesn't matter. Okay, so far he's like Mensa, but Mensa has scaling in both damage reduction and damage buffs. Yo, what the fuck? He has Golden Odyssey too? Why the fuck does he have Golden Odyssey, bro? Okay, so that's pretty good actually. That's very, very good. And Knight's Anthem, okay. Every 4 times your troops take skill damage. Okay, so now we're talking about... Okay. Reduces your troops damage taken by 12% for 3 seconds. After 3 seconds. Wow, that's actually very mediocre. I guess this is good. This is good if you're being swarmed, okay? But if you're in a 1v1 against Miyamoto or Pyrrhus or whatever, by the time you get hit by 4 active skills from like Miyamoto or King Arthur, you are dead, bro. Like, you are fucking dead, okay? And again, this is damage reduction with no scaling. And what is this? 50% chance to recover your units. Why 50%, bro? Hello? So you see this icon there? Like, this is false advertisement, by the way. Look at him. He's like, bro, look at him. Like, he's like saving you, like you're, you know, a lady in distress. And he's here, like, you know, like giving you his hand, like, I'm gonna save you, my lady. This fucker, bro, he has 50% chance to let you die, okay? He has 50% chance to let you die, mouth open to the sky, okay? And 50% chance the rest of the time he's gonna save you. Otherwise, he's just aura farming, bro. That's all there is to it. So, Golden Odyssey is gutted, okay? This is very good. And he attempts to save you after you get clapped. That is true. He looks at you, he waits for you to get, like, bitch slapped 4 times, and then he's like, okay, flip a coin, bro. Okay, so he's very similar to Mensa, but again, the thing is, Mensa Musa, like, his damage reduction is not scaling. There's no scaling anywhere. Whereas Mensa Musa is 12% damage reduction, might bonus, which is often like 36, which is often gonna be 36% at this point of the game. Let the stars save him. This is with 5 stars, I think. Yeah, he's 5 stars right now. Increase OnlyFans trigger chance by an additional 5%. So his first star is very good. OnlyFans increases your commander's might damage by an additional 15%. Okay, that's very good too. Every 3 instances of damage dealt by your heroes trigger the recovery effect of OnlyFans. Wow, so you mean to tell me that without his 5th star, he does not even have the damage reduction? Wow, that is crazy. References of damage dealt by your heroes triggers the recovery effect of OnlyFans. What the fuck? Wait, so... You mean to tell me that without 5 star, his signature skill is only this? Only the first part? No, okay. Oh, okay, no, because it's every 4 times at first. Okay, never mind. So without his first star, it's every 4 times. So it becomes every 3 times there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but wow, that's that. So if he's not 5 star, he does not have the 25% damage reduction. That's kind of nutty. Wow. Okay, so I don't know. He doesn't feel that good aside if he's not 5-star, he doesn't seem that good. I still think he could replace Vlad, because remember, Cyrus has tons of damage, right? Cyrus is like a big damage dealer. So if you buff him with an Overgold on Odyssey, Roland is effective against Lagertha. Yeah, I guess I agree with that. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, there's still potential. I'm very eager to try Roland. But I don't know. It doesn't seem, you know... do you see what I mean? I don't get that wow feeling. Unlike Confucius, Pyrrhus as well, kind of. But again, that's just early thoughts. I may be surprised. And I'm gonna try it out as well. Because remember, back in Season 4, we thought Barbarossa was done for, right? I've always said Barbarossa was trash tier, and he was trash tier. Until Cyrus arrived and gave him a new life. So maybe Roland is the same. Maybe Roland shines with Cyrus. We may see. Okay, let's have a look at this. Wow, okay. 480p animation. I think Saint Louis is great. Like legit, I think Saint Louis is great. But you have Pyrrhus and Confucius, who are gonna absolutely smash pikemen, both in rallies due to Pyrrhus and Sun Tzu, and in Saint Louis, and both in open field is gonna be trashed because of Ramses and Confucius. Saint Louis has potential, like giga potential, but I'm afraid he might be outscaled by the swords in both rallies and open field. What's next? So what do we have to try? We're gonna have to try martial archers. Okay guys, do I love you guys enough to try martial cavalry? We have to try tactician pike this week, tactician archers, tactician swords. I will also try Confucius with Lagertha and like Miyamoto or something, just to see how it goes. Warrior pikemen, obviously. So all tactician lineups, kind of. Martial archer, warrior cav, and I think that's it. And a bit of warrior swords, I guess. So what we're gonna do this week is first, I'm gonna have a look at lineups individually. See which one is better than the other, okay? So just so you get an idea of what we're gonna do this week. I'm gonna do tests like that, okay? So this is like, I think this is close to like 1000 battle reports or something. So basically testing every single lineup with rings, but that comes later. So lineups with no rings, with ratio, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do it in 1v1, so I'm gonna need a very kind soul to do tests with me. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for basically every lineup. So that's gonna be one type of test. So yeah, like we're gonna do the 1v1 test, the usual. And then I see you guys, so you guys want to see some comparisons also, right? I saw someone say Pyrrhus versus Ramses, for instance. Are you gonna test 140 or 120? 120. Because this is the same, basically. The scaling is linear, if you want. The scaling is linear, so I'm gonna have the same result whether I test at level 140 versus 140 versus, and 120 versus against 20. Like the difference is gonna be minimal. Alright, so yeah. I'm gonna have to do a list of tests I have to do. I'm gonna need to level up the heroes, because I don't think all of them are up to level, right? Are they? Okay, they are all 120. Honestly, pretty good season. I don't see any like giga OP heroes. That's good. Some of them are a bit underwhelming. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot for being here. Be ready for this week. We are gonna test all of these heroes. So Bye everyone, have a good day.